our holiday weekend. So we'll all go ahead and start seated if you're on a mat or on the floor, and you can come into any comfortable position that works for you. I would say have maybe the legs crossed, or you can stack the legs on top of one another, and then rock the sit bones from side to side. Lift up through the heart, and as you ground the sit bones, can you get the crown of the head to reach to the ceiling a little bit longer? And we'll tuck the chin so you feel the back of the neck long. Start with the palms face down, ground ourselves for the morning. And as you close the eyes, start to bring all of your awareness to your breath, breathing deeply in through the nose. And as you seal the lips and close the eyes, let the breath be long and deep as you breathe in and out of the nostrils. And take a couple of moments here to quiet the mind, quiet the body, and truly arrive into this time of right now. And take one more full breath, keeping the eyes closed. And then we can start with the hands at the heart. Press the thumbs into the heart. And this is where you can create your intention for your day and even maybe for the weekend. So think about something that is important to you to work on. Maybe it is speaking kindly to someone specific, maybe a brother or a sister, a parent, a friend. Maybe it's actually just staying motivated in each moment. How can we stay present? So as you take a few moments here to find what you need to focus on for the day, let your breath guide you to your intention. And even if you don't come up with an intention, let the heart and the mind be open. Sometimes one will come to you later. We'll all take a big, deep breath in. Open the mouth to let anything out that is no longer needed. Do 2 more breaths. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. 1 more breath. Inhale all the way up. Open the mouth, slowly sigh everything out. Seal the lips, blink the eyes open, release the hands, and we'll recross the legs so that way we can ground on the other side. Rock the sit bones from side to side. And as you inhale, let's lift the arms out and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale to bring the hands to the heart. Do that 1 more time. Inhale out and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. This time we'll lift out and up, find that V shape with the arms. This time when you exhale, twist to the left leg, bring the right hand on top of the thigh. Back hand is going to lift the heart. And as you exhale, gaze over that back shoulder a little bit deeper. It helps if you pull the navel to the spine. Take a breath in to lengthen, and then use the exhale to deepen the twist, pulling the belly button closer to the spine. Relax the right shoulder. Take 1 more full breath. And then we'll use the inhale to come back to center with the arms. As you exhale, twist now to the opposite side. Left hand comes on top of the right thigh. The back hand is to lift the heart so you don't dump into the back hand. And then as you pull the belly button towards the spine, gaze over the back shoulder with your exhale. Settle here. Take a full cycle of breath. Bring any softness into the body that you can, relaxing the left shoulder. Keep lifting up through the heart. 1 more final breath on this side. Use your inhale to come back to center with the arms. Now as you exhale, we're going to just roll over the ankles and find our table pose to start. So stack the knees right underneath the hips. Sometimes we have the booty back too far or too forward. See if you can find that 90-degree angle with the hips and the knees. and then ground the palms deeply into the floor. As you inhale, lift up through the heart, press the tailbone back, and then as you exhale, we'll round the back, bring the chin towards the chest, belly button to the spine. One more time, inhale, find length through the heart, tailbone presses back. Exhale to round. And then we'll pause in that neutral spine, ground the right palm into the floor. As you inhale, lift the left arm up, stretch across the left armpit. When you exhale, you're going to thread underneath the right armpit and come onto the left shoulder and the left side of the face. Try and keep the hips over the knees, and you can keep the right hand in front of the face, or you can rotate it to where it comes behind the back. Take a couple of breaths here to settle. See if you're holding on to anything in the hips. Take one more breath to relax into the shoulder. And then bring the right hand back in front of the face. Press into the palm, extend the left arm up, and then we'll bring the hand back down. And then we'll go right along to the other side. Inhale to spiral the right hand up. When you exhale, you're threading underneath the left armpit. Come onto the right shoulder and the right side of the face. The left hand can stay where it is, or you can rotate it to where it comes behind the back. And then as you settle here, let the weight come into the shoulder. Feel that stretch along the back. Take one more full breath. Release the left hand back in front of the face. Press into the palm to release the right hand. You can shake anything out that you need to. And then we'll walk the hands slightly just over the shoulders, tuck the toes under, and lift up into downward facing dog. Make any adjustments that you need to. Rotate the weight in between the pointer finger and thumbs. Press the heart for the thighs. Lift the tailbone as high to the ceiling as possible and feel the heels coming down towards the floor. Take 2 more breaths here. Keep pulling the navel to the spine, reaching the heart towards the thighs. Take 1 more full breath. And then I want you to stay here, but walk the feet up just slightly, maybe half a footprint. And then widen the feet as wide as a mat. So if you're not on a mat, just imagine that you are. And then bring the left hand almost to the center of the mat. Right hand is going to cross under the body towards the right calf, the ankle, or maybe even just the knee. But I don't want you to hold the weight onto the knee. Wherever you find. And then keep pressing into that left palm. Keep pressing the sit bones up. Take another full cycle of breath, maybe twisting a little bit deeper underneath that left armpit. And then let's switch sides. Bring the right hand down somewhere towards the center of the mat. Bring the left hand over to the right ankle or calf. Pull the shoulder underneath the right armpit and feel that twist. Don't forget to breathe. Take 1 more full breath. And then let's come back to our downward facing dog. Adjust your stance, shorten or widen the stance again. And as you press the palms down, feel the sit bones lift high. Take 1 more breath here to settle. And then you're going to bring the right foot forward. Place the foot right between the palms. Wiggle the left foot all the way back, as far back as possible. Reach the heart forward, and you're going to tuck the chin so that the back of the neck is long all the way down to the tailbone. And then make sure that you're not on the same line of energy. The feet are on 2 separate tracks. And then as you reach the heart forward, lower the left knee and untuck the toes. Use your next inhale to rise into low lunge. Make sure that the ankle is right underneath the right knee. And as you soften into the hips, feel the shoulders pull down the back. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. but rotate the pinkies in towards one another. Take a full cycle of breath here to settle. Now you're going to release the right hand down for the left thigh. Reverse your warrior. Gaze into the left palm. Take a big, deep breath here, keeping with your balance. And then as you exhale, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the right hand to press into the palm. As you press the palms together, gaze over the right elbow or shoulder. Take a full cycle of breath here to settle. On your inhale, come back to center. Release the fingertips up to the ceiling. Take a full breath in to find length. And then the hands will come down to the floor as you exhale. Tuck the left toes under. Extend the right leg back into plank pose. And then lift the sit bones, coming back into downward facing dog. Pause here for your breath. Take a full cycle in and a full cycle out. Look forward. Plant the left foot now between the palms. You can help it forward. Reach the heart forward. Wiggle the right foot as far back as possible. And then as you reach the heart forward, you'll tuck the chin so that the back of the neck is long with the spine. Lower the right knee. Untuck the toes. And on your inhale, rise up to low lunge on the opposite side. Press into the ball of the left foot. Keep reaching the heart up. Rotate the pinkies in towards one another. The core is engaged to help you with your balance and to protect your low back. And then see if you can soften the shoulder blades down towards the sit bones. Take one more breath in and a full breath out. Release the left hand for the right thigh. Gaze into the right palm. Reverse your warrior. Take a big, deep breath in. Then use the exhale to bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Bring the palms together. Press the palms together. Gaze over the left elbow or the left shoulder. Take a full cycle of breath here to find your pose. And then the next inhale will unwind us. Arms come right alongside the ears. Take a big inhale to lengthen. And then the exhale will bring the hands down to the floor. Tuck the right toes under to firm the leg. Left leg extends back into plank pose. Big, deep breath in. And then use the exhale to lift the hips into downward facing dog. Take a moment here just to feel the balance that you are bringing into the body. Notice how maybe the spine is starting to feel in the low back. Take one more breath, pressing the mat down and forward or the floor forward. Lift the sit bones as high to the ceiling as possible. One more full breath. And then let's drop the knees down to the floor. Come into a child's pose, and you'll just sit the sit bones back. The arms can stay where they are. You can bring the forehead down, or you can even bring the arms right alongside the body. Now, as you take this moment to find stillness, come back to your intention. And come back to your breath. Take one more full cycle of breath wherever you are. And then try and keep the eyes closed. Begin to make your way back into downward facing dog. So again, you're always finding your foundation first. Rotate the weight in between the pointer finger and thumb. I always like to come into downward facing dog from plank pose. Once you find your plank pose, that's the good length for your downward facing dog to lift the hips. Once you find that length on your downward facing dog, adjust your stance as much as you need to. Press the floor forward and the hips right up to the ceiling. Take a full breath here to settle. On your next inhale, right leg lifts. Keep the leg lifted, look forward, and then you'll plant the foot between the palms. Help it if you need to. Stay on the back toe crease of that back leg, but then I want you to, before we rise up, find our runner's lunge. So make sure that the ankle is underneath the right knee. Reach the heart forward. Notice how we always want to round the back here. Find length in the spine, tuck the chin. Left leg stays firm. And when you're ready, you'll use the inhale to bring the arms right alongside the ears for a high lunge. So sink into the front knee. Back heel lifts towards the ceiling. If the hips are tight, then bend that front knee a little bit. If they feel okay, then have a firm left leg. Take a full breath in to settle. And then you'll keep the left hand where it is. Right hand comes down to the left thigh. Look up, gaze up towards the palm. Find your reverse warrior. Take a big inhale here. When you exhale, you're going to come all the way down with the left elbow to the right thigh. Find your prayer twist. Press the palms together. Gaze over the right elbow. Take a full breath to settle. Use your next inhale to unwind. Arms come right alongside the ears. When you exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Ground the left palm into the floor. Inhale to spiral the right hand up. Keep the left leg firm. Be careful not to dump the left hip. One more breath in to lengthen. Use your exhale to settle. Inhale to unwind. Right hand is going to come back down to the floor. Extend the right leg back into plank pose. Take a big, deep breath in, and then let's drop the knees. Find your child's pose, whatever feels comfortable to you. Now I want you to notice the difference in the sides of the body as you come into child's pose. Notice how that right leg and the right side of the body might feel different than the left. So as you take a moment here, soften the sit bones towards the heels. Feel length along the back. Feel the forehead connected to the earth. You'll take one more cycle of breath before coming back into downward facing dog for the opposite side. As you make your way back into downward facing dog, I always like to start with my foundation, rotating the weight in between the pointer finger and thumb. Find the length for your downward dog, and then lift the hips when you're ready. Adjust your stance. Reach the sit bones high. Take one more big breath in and out. Next, inhale, raise the left leg up. Look forward, plant the foot between the palms. On your inhale, actually pause here, we want to find our runner's lunge. So reach the heart forward. Navel pulls to the spine. Keep the fingertips right underneath the shoulders. When you tuck the chin, reach the crown of the head forward. Take a full cycle of breath here to settle. And ground into the left foot. And on your next inhale, now rise up into your high lunge. Arms come right alongside the ears. Sink into that front knee. Reach the fingertips up. Feel the shoulder blades soften down the back. Take a full cycle of breath here. Keep the right hand where it is. Left hand comes down to the right thigh. Gaze into the right palm. Take a big, deep breath in, staying with your balance. And then use the exhale to bring the elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Find your prayer twist. Palms come together. Press the palms together. Navel comes to the spine. gaze towards the left elbow. Take a full breath here to settle. Use your next inhale. Unwind, arms come right alongside the ears. Pause for your exhale. Take another breath in to lengthen. And then when you exhale, now the hands come back to the floor. Keep the right hand where it is, grounded into the floor. Right leg stays firm. And then on the inhale, spiral the left hand up. Reach the left fingertips up to the ceiling. Ground the right palm into the floor. Take another full cycle of breath here. And then you'll use your inhale to unwind, bring the left hand down to the floor. Extend the left leg back, find your plank pose. Take a big, deep breath in, and then exhale the knees, come to child's pose. Press the sit bones back for the heels. Keep the arms extended so you feel that length in the back side of the body, but then bring the forehead down to the floor. Take a full cycle of breath. Take one more breath here, seeing if you can settle even more into the pose. And then let's all rise up, stack the spine, bring the sit bones onto the floor, extend the legs out in front of you. Just rock the sit bones from side to side. Hug the right knee into the body to start. You're going to bring the left arm to hug the knee, or we practice bringing the elbow across the knee, whatever feels comfortable for the spine. Bring the right hand behind you, and then keep the left leg firm. You're reaching the heel forward. And as you pull the navel to the spine, twist and gaze over the back shoulder. Keep lifting through the heart. Don't dump into the back hand. Take one more full breath. And then you'll inhale to unwind. Bring the elbow to the inside of that right thigh, or you can hug the elbow or hug the knee with the right arm, and then we'll open up the other way. Bring the hand behind the body and do an open twist. So you'll twist away from that bent knee. Gaze over the left shoulder now. Find your breath. Take a full cycle in and a full breath out. We'll unwind on our inhale, extend the right leg out, lengthen through the right leg, hug the left knee into the body. So start by hugging the knee if that feels good, hug the knee with the right arm if that feels good, or you can bring the elbow all the way across the body. And then whatever feels good to you today, use the left arm to keep the spine lifted, and then just gaze now towards the left shoulder. Keep the right leg firm, reaching through the right heel. Keep lifting through the heart. Take another breath in here. Now we'll keep the left knee where it is. Bring the left elbow inside the knee, or you can hug the knee with the left arm. Keep lifting up through the heart, and then we'll open up our twist now, open up away from the left knee. Gaze towards the right shoulder if that feels okay. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to unwind. This time I want you to bring the soles of the feet together. Hold the feet like you're reading a book. And then I like to bring the heels a little bit closer to the pelvis just to get more of a stretch in the inner thigh. But if you're tight in the thighs, then have the heels away from the pelvis. As you bring your thumbs into the arches of the feet, elbows come into the thighs. You can give the arches and the bottoms of the feet a little massage just by pressing the thumbs into the foot. That kind of wakes up the foot muscles. And then we'll pause, press the elbows into the thighs, tuck the chin, and think about bringing the chin down towards the toes with a flat back. Notice if the shoulders started to creep up to the ears. See if you can bring the shoulders down the back. As you close the eyes here, think about a flat back, the chin coming closer towards the toes, the crown of the head staying in line with the back. Take one more full breath. And then use your inhale to come back to center, stack the spine. Find your cross-legged position. Ground the sit bones comfortably. Arms come out to a cactus pose. Bring the left elbow underneath the right, and maybe the backs of the hands touch, or you circle the palms to touch. Lift the elbows in line with the shoulders and press the palms away. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Take a full cycle of breath. Take one more breath here. Feel the shoulder blades spreading, the stretch in the tops of the shoulders. And then use your next inhale to unwind the arms back out to cactus. Switch the crossing of the legs, reground the sit bones. Bring the right elbow underneath the left. Backs of the hands touch, or maybe the palms touch. Elbows lift in line with the shoulders, and you'll press the palms away from the face. Shoulder blades drop down the back. Close the eyes. And bring your awareness back to your breath, breathing deeply in and out of the nose. Take one more full breath. Use your exhale to unwind the arms, bring the hands down. Take a few moments here. You can ground the sit bones from side to side. If this is a comfortable position for you to end in, then that's great. You can stay here. And we'll all close the eyes, bring the hands to the heart. Press the thumbs into the heart, lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. I want you just to take a few breaths here in silence with the eyes closed, bringing all of your awareness to your breath. And take one more full breath in and a full breath out. Before you blink the eyes open, first make sure you put a smile back on your face. And then remember the intention that you opened your heart to. How did you decide that you want your day to go? What did you manifest and bring into your day today that you need to work on? And as you breathe deeply back into your intention, full breath in and a full breath out. Blink the eyes open. Namaste.